Hello everyone, welcome to another video. We're going to be doing some doubles this time, so I'm kind of been recently getting into some doubles. Not necessarily the best at it yet, but I've really been enjoying it. Looks like here, I'm scared of that Rillaboom coming in first turn. I think I want to start off with my Kilowatt-Drill Excadrill set here. Have the Excadrill in the back to come in for that Intimidate, and kind of bait for the grassy grassy glide to the Excadrill. I can swap into the Incineroar on that. And then from there, Archaludon's still good, but I kind of have a Mousehold Archaludon combo going here, so I might just bring the Sinistcha. I can switch it in at some point to get some of that health back. We'll see how this goes. I'm curious to see how they start off. Regulation H has been kind of an interesting set to start doing doubles in, as I haven't done very many doubles in the past, so definitely learning a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. I've got some cool ideas for Regulation G, so stick around for those. Those should be pretty fun. I'm prepping for them, that's why there haven't been as many videos recently. So they come out with the Excalibur and the Sneasler, which is not necessarily the greatest here. I got to remind myself the speed on the Sneasler. I love using this for fun. It's 120 versus my Kilowatt-Drill 125. Okay, so I do outspeed, unless it's got something special going on. I could get an Air Slash off on it, or I could just Volt Switch. I think I'll Air Slash onto that, and honestly, I go for the Earthquake. Okay, this might be a double hit on the... Okay, bring Sneasler down to like 1 HP, the Focus Sash here. Not too upset about that play. Sneasler flinched, so we got that flinch, and then the Earthquake is going to go ahead and take out the Sneasler and do some good chip to Excalibur. So not a bad first play. We're sitting in a pretty good position. Kilowatt-Drill's locked into an Air Slash right now. So we may have to hard switch out at this point, but if they're bringing in the Rillaboom, that's a good thing to be locked into an Air Slash for. So I think we can go ahead and keep that Air Slash going here. I'm scared of the Excalibur using the Ice Shard on the Kilowatt-Drill. I could kind of go out pretty quick that way. I'm not sure if it's worth Terra-ing for... And Terra Ground's probably not worth it either. So I think if I'm going to Terra, now would be a good time to do so. Not take as much damage, hopefully not die. Excalibur does do a ton of damage though. And then go for the Iron Head against the Excalibur, see if we can get some good solid damage off there. I'm not too sure about what common Terras might be for the Rillaboom. So potential there, or even on the Excalibur. We'll just kind of see how this goes. No matter what, it's a good thing to learn from. Okay, we're going to get the Fake Out onto our Excadrill. We're going to do an Air Slash onto the Rillaboom. Okay, the Glaive Rush is coming straight into the Kilowatt-Drill, which, yeah, Kilowatt-Drill is a pretty... it's a glass cannon for sure, so taking that out is not going to be too hard. I think maybe in the future I'll save Terra for other mons, but these are both physical attackers that aren't too fond of Incineroar coming in with the Intimidate, being fire type, potentially having that Fake Out coming through. Oh, he's got Clear Amulet on the... Alright, well I think if I can Fake Out on the Rillaboom, then I could still go ahead and Iron Head the Excalibur. Excadrill's kind of been doing the... Okay, so the Fake Out's not going to matter here. Maybe they kind of saw that coming. The Primarina is a good swap in here. against that Incineroar. And I guess for the rest of this turn, I'm hoping I just can do some... Okay, they do go for the Protect on that Excadrill, which will be really tough. Primarina has the potential to have Surf or something. Using that against my team would hurt a ton. So I think it would be good. I do want to compare Excadrill to Primarina on speed-wise. Excadrill only 88. Primarina, if I remember right, is not that speedy. It's got 60. So I am going to outspeed there. I think my best bet is to swap in the Sinistcha and use a Protect on the Excadrill. This way we get an extra turn. The Sinistcha can come in. I'm not too fond of anything that the Excalibur could do to either of my team, but at least we're going to get that Hospitality hit. The Clear Amulet on that Excalibur is really solid for him. We'll see what they Terra here. This would be really interesting. It is that Excalibur, and going straight for the water. So maybe expecting another Iron Head, or I'm not sure exactly what they might have been expecting there, but I'm just going to go for the Protect on the Excadrill. And they go for a Glaive Rush straight into my Sinistcha. We kind of eat that pretty well. This is a physically defensive Sinistcha, so another Glaive Rush would do us in pretty bad, but that also means that they've committed to that Glaive Rush. And interesting. Okay, so they did double hit on that side. Excalibur. Where's my Sinistcha at? I don't think I'm invested at all though. The issue. So he is gonna outspeed with the Excalibur if I go for that. Which maybe I just Rage Powder over to him anyways. I could try to Life Dew. I really wish that I could get that Machagacha out. I'm not sure that it's gonna work out that well though. And then, well, I don't want to hurt my own. That's not very effective. Okay, not the best play here. Okay, so I guess there is potential. I was kind of worried about the amount of time that I had left there. Oh, the Excalibur avoided the attack. Machagacha does a ton to Primarina there. Okay, feeling a little bit better about that play. There goes the Excadrill. Oh man. I definitely should have done something a little bit different with the Excadrill on that play. A little annoying the Excalibur avoided that Machagacha. Sinistcha would be sitting pretty well here if that hadn't happened. Now we're kind of in a tough spot here with the Incineroar coming in. Intimidate not really doing anything. And we could go for another Machagacha. Excalibur will probably Glaive Rush into my Sinistcha. Could fake it out. And I think I outspeeded the Primarina, so if okay, he's gonna Protect. Fake out's not gonna mean anything then. And then the Primarina is also gonna Protect. Just kind of scout out what I'm doing. I do want to run more Protect on my teams, especially my double teams here. That kind of sucks that they both were able to Protect. I'm not going to have that fake out to do the same thing. I don't really think that I have the best doubles team in this team. I just thought it would be something fun to play with. But I am having fun learning and playing here, so we'll definitely take a few things away from this match, learn some things, whether or not it goes in our favor. I guess I'll go for the knockoff here. I'm not sure what each would be holding, but I think my biggest threat, well, they're both really big threats. Let's get rid of the Excadrill if we can. Glaive Rush, coming straight into Sinistcha. That's okay, we kind of saw that one coming. Double Protect is really good to have been able to use. That Hyper Voice is going to come into my Incineroar. We are going to live it. And pop off our Berry here. I also need to worry, yeah, this is definitely not going in our favor. I need to worry and do safety goggles on my Incineroar, potentially. I know that that's pretty common. Yeah, we'll let them win the match. Glaive Rush comes in. Excadrill did really well in that match. Never thought about, I'm not sure I've seen that very much on a doubles team like that, so we'll get into another match here in just a second. Alright everyone, getting into another match here for this doubles. Surprise, surprise, there's another Rillaboom on the team. They're Garchomp, Goldengo. We've got, well, they've got quite a few weaknesses to some of the special moves that I could use with Excadrill. I like leading off with these two and trying to get some damage off. I think we might just bring the same team at that point then. Would Electroshot have helped us out? It definitely would have on that last match. They are not carrying any Watermon specifically. So I think we're okay. Kind of doing the same thing as last time. Don't have as much that's physically offensive, but they're more likely to bring the big physically offensive threats. So Incineroar, I mean, is always a good option to bring. Alright, we'll see what they go ahead and lead off with. Okay, so here's an interesting sort of lead here. I'm never 100% sure what Dragapult is always wanting to do. There's definitely potential for that Dragapult to go before anything that my Kilowattrel can get out. And it has the potential to be a physical attacker, although I know a lot are run as special. So it may be good to go into the Incineroar here. I'd love to get an Air Slash off on the Rillaboom, but I'm not sure that is necessarily going to happen. So we'll go ahead and protect here on the Excadrill, just kind of see what their team is, or at least their starting crew here is going to want to do. Hopefully dampen a good amount of that with this Intimidate. I know definitely the Rillaboom. And I think this is a safer sort of play, safer sort of way to start off. So that Grassy Glide is just going to go straight into the Excadrill. And we're going to get a U-turn off into the Incineroar. Okay. Not a bad play over here then. This is my first turn in, so I can fake out. Okay. Alright, what I can do, I don't want to Flare Blitz here, I want to fake out there, and then I wouldn't want to use an Earthquake at this point, but an Iron Head into the Glimmora would put Toxic Spikes on my field that do a ton of damage. What are the odds of a Protect on that side? And what are the odds I can live a Grassy Glide with the Excadrill if I were to go for a Swords Dance or something? I think, safe play wise, I think I should do an Iron Head over into... Okay, so we get the Fake off, or Fake out off. run the Iron Head into the Rillaboom as well, and they get their rocks up. So what I can do at this point is I can Parting Shot. I think on the Rillaboom is what I want to do. I'm a little scared of some of the things Glimmora can do, but not as much. So I'll Parting Shot there and then just go for a protect with the Excadrill. We'll see what they come for. I wouldn't be surprised if they did another Grassy Glide or Grass type move into the Excadrill. And we go ahead and protect, okay. So that will negate any of that sort of stuff. They're just getting their spikes and stuff up, which is not ideal. But we can just go ahead and Parting Shot. And choose what we want to go out into here. I think the obvious option, and I think the best option, is going to go into the Kilowattrel, as I'm going to be able to outspeed everything on the field here. I can get an Air Slash off, and as long as he doesn't protect, I can kill the Rillaboom. And after that happens, I can easily go for an Earthquake and not hit the Kilowattrel. It's flying. So let's go as this. See if they do any swaps. See what they plan to do. They do Grassy Glide into the Kilowattrel. I go ahead and get an Air Slash off. That does take the Rillaboom down, as expected. And after that, let's just go for that Earthquake. Kilowattrel is not affected. And see how much we can get off on that Glimmora. Quite a bit. Gonna set another layer of Toxic Spikes up. That's only going to matter, well, depends on how much we switch out at this point. Alright, so that does take our Kilowattrel out. And Excadrill still sitting pretty well here. I think it would be good to keep the Sinistcha to be able to bring it in and heal whichever Mon with that hospitality. So we'll bring the Incineroar out, and it looks like they're going to get their Dragapult back out, if I remember that name correctly. So it was a U-turn, that's all that we've seen on that Dragapult so far. Which is a physical move, so lowering that is not a bad option. I could fake out the Glimmora, but there's really no point, I don't think. Then I could go for the knockoff. And don't think I want to protect at this point. I'm just going to go for an attack on each Mon here. So it's going to go ahead for the Phantom Force. Okay. We take the Glimmora out. And the knockoff obviously is going to miss. And I'm trying to remember, we've knocked out the Rillaboom and the Glimmora at this point. There should be one more coming in on that side. We'll see exactly what they got. We'll see, of course. I think I might want... What are they going to Phantom Force into? It's got to be my Excadrill, right? So do I go for a knockoff to get rid of what the Blissey is holding? Or it could just be as simple as like an Assault Vest or something. I could go for damage as well, the Flare Blitz, and then Protect on the Excadrill. See if that Phantom Force is coming into that Excadrill. And they are going to protect on the Blissey as well. Oh, Phantom Force gets through Protect? That's good to know. That is definitely good to know. Okay, I wonder if they go for another Phantom Force, just kind of stalling out turns at this point. Which if they do, I think I will just go for double hit on Blissey. They do go for that Phantom Force, it's gonna vanish. I guess Blissey could go for another Protect. It doesn't. So we can get some solid damage off here on the Blissey. Doesn't quite take it out. The leftovers are gone. Gets Sweet Kissed over here on the field, which is going to confuse me. And then I get to decide what I want to do from here. So I'm expecting the Blissey to possibly just go ahead and protect here. That's the only thing that's really save it. So I could go for another, okay, let's do a parting shot, and then I won't protect in case the Blissey does. So I'll outspeed. Okay, it does just go for a protect. The Phantom Force is going to come through. It's not going to kill the Excadrill. And we do just go ahead and... Oh yeah, we gotta break through the confusion from that Sweet Kiss. We use the parting shot. That's gonna help out quite a bit here. And then we can get that hospitality off from them. Sincha. Swap that in. Obviously going to take some damage coming in and getting poisoned and all that fun stuff. Hospitality. And then what I can do, expecting one more Phantom Force, is Life Dew. It does use another Phantom Force. Okay. And then the Blissey shouldn't use another Protect based on their previous, what they've been doing previously. Precedent, I guess. And then Sincha can use Life Dew. This will bring my Excadrill back up a bit as well. And then next turn we can definitely live another Phantom Force hit. Double attack on that Dragapult. And oh, we went for the Phantom Force the other direction. Okay, that's totally fine. We'll go ahead and get tons of damage off here. And a little bit of a slower match, but it was really interesting to see that Phantom Force. Learned a little bit from that there. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's really been interesting, learned a lot.